Hi, my name is RachelPublic, and I am about to be doing my public speaking, and I would like to have my audience come up and introduce themselves.
Hi, my name is Rhiannon Braun.
And Johnny Vegas.
Thanks, guys. What I'm going to be talking about today is music. I feel that music is a big part of everybody's life. In general, everybody listens to music. I mean, you listen to it to put yourself in a better mood, to enhance creativity, to bring you back to a better time, or to just bring you back to a time that was memorable for you. Three things that I'm particularly proud of as being a mother, a wife, and a military member. And these following songs really I can really identify with, and they show what they mean to me as far as my love for my country, my love for my child, and my love for my husband. The first one is called Everything by Lighthouse. Have you guys heard of it?
Just recently.
Not until today.
Not until today. I'm just going to play a little part of that. This is right at the beginning of the chorus, and this is what I really listen to as the lyrics to make me feel, to bring out how I feel about my husband. Very pretty. Okay. Thank you. Okay. That's just a little short verse of it, but that's obviously the main part. The main thing about the song is just talking about how this person means everything to that person. When I first heard the song, I did not know my husband. It was actually, at the time, I was going through a pretty bad breakup. Well, just in a bad relationship, and I was actually supposed to marry the guy. And obviously it didn't end up working out, but I just heard that song, and it wasn't one of their big sellers or anything. It was just by chance that I heard it. And I realized when I was listening to that chorus and that particular part that, you know, that's not how I felt about this person. It was actually something that I wanted to feel about somebody, but I just didn't feel that. So I ended up calling that relationship off, and a couple months later I found Dustin, and it kind of struck me as odd because he was singing the song at one point whenever we were going on a date. And so whenever I realized that, I was like, well, this is actually how I feel about this person. And after that, that's when I just decided, okay, I'm going to marry you. So obviously that's a meaningful song to me, and it also ended up being the song that we first danced to as husband and wife. And that brings me back to that time and the whole making of our relationship and the beginning of our life together. The next song that means a lot to me is called Always by Seventh Day Slumber. Have you guys heard of that song? Probably not. It's not a very popular song unless you are really big into Christian music. But the very beginning is, you'll hear right away that it's actually to his child. The writer is actually writing a letter to his son. And I just want to play a little part of it. This is the very beginning. Obviously, it's a very pretty song. I don't know. I think it is, and I think that it means a lot to anybody that's ever had to be separated from their child. I know that you guys have experienced that as far as, you know, having to spend some time away from other people that you love, and that's something that my child, unfortunately, does have to deal with having two parents that are in the military and that have to go away on deployments for whatever reason. And that's something that he doesn't really understand quite yet, but he you know, it's something that I kind of wanted to pass on to him and, you know, tell him those things so that he would know that, you know, even though we're not together right now, we love you very much and that you mean everything to us. So throughout the rest of the song, it's just basically talking about the rest of the separation. And the first time I ever heard this song was actually whenever I was pregnant with him. And, you know, I was realizing, you know, wow, this really says a lot and talks really about how deep a love can go. And that was what I actually ended up feeling after I had him. The next song that means a lot to me is, and that represents what I go through and my feelings, is the love that I have for my country, the sacrifices that I have to make, and that's called Far Away by Nickelback. I'm sure you guys know the song. This is a pretty popular one. But there was actually a tribute that was made up for the military.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much, right there is where it kind of makes me, what demonstrates how I feel whenever I'm away from my husband or my son. And the same thing for my husband being away from us. That, you know, it's a temporary thing, and it's definitely a sacrifice that has to be made. But we're happy to make it. It's just something that, you know, we have to go through and we unfortunately have to feel. And that's just something that really demonstrates my love for my country, and then as well as demonstrating the love that I have for the people that I have to be separated from. That's pretty much all of the songs that I really can think of that would actually demonstrate how that actually represent me as a person. I think that they represent, songs in general just represent people all the time, and they go a lot deeper than just the words and then the lyrics. I think that if they touch your heart, then that's definitely something that's worth keeping around and listening to and always going back to. So, thank you.